The original idea for Soul Folks was to open a small sneaker boutique in the heart of Leimert Park. Well, now, less than a year later, and in a much larger space, it has evolved into a retail co-op managed by the nonprofit, Black-owned and operated Community Land Trust, which is focused on giving the next generation of Black entrepreneurs a leg up.
Soul Folks is some of everything. We have apparel, shoes, jewelry, candles, home goods, juice bar. We have a podcast studio upstairs. We have a conference space where people can have meetings. We have the designer studio in the back.
We have over 40 unique businesses happening with different business owners in the space. So like this gentleman here, he has a line called Crown King. He's averaging like $6,000 to $7,000 every 2 weeks. He brings it right here. If people feel it, they purchase, and he has an instant feedback from the community.
We don't do a wholesale like normally that's what general retail stores do. They buy it wholesale from the designer and then they sell it in the store. Here, the bulk of the profits goes directly to the designers.
People absolutely love this spot. I think we created a feeling of vitality and this Black Fred Siegel, as Akil West liked to call it.
The plan for us is to have Soul Folks as a hub for Black designers, a place where they know they'll have the resources and tools to bring their ideas to life. I used to have a clothing store in the early 90s in West LA. I started with consignment because I had a shoestring budget. I decided to do that here, working with Ferris from Come Up LA, and I contacted her and I said, listen, I want to do this new store. I want to do my sneaker thing, but more than that, I want to kind of give space for our entrepreneurs to actually sell their product in something that I believe is going to look like a high-end retail store. I noticed from my years of incarceration, I did 14 years in imprisonment, I would have a lot of young people come in and out of my cell. When I would talk to these young people, they would just tell me they didn't have any role models or any real examples of how to start a business. And I was like, when I finally get home, I'm saying, I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to empowering young people with the information that they need so they can start building their own businesses.
We had our eye on a spot across the street, but it was very small. And it was only enough to maybe put up a few tennis shoes and maybe a couple of t-shirts. The space didn't work out. We weren't able to get it for some reason. So this space became available, but this was much larger than what we were looking for.
The space dictated what it was gonna be, and the community, you know what I'm saying, based on the need.
As a first-time designer, as a first-time business owner in this capacity outside of music, this is such an amazing opportunity. And meeting other designers here that are like, yo, this is my first time doing this, and the support that we get, the resources that they provide for us and for the community, this is a hub.
Most of the items that I bring here are like one-of-a-kind items. So I think of a design and then, I'm gonna take it to Soul Folks. I have like an exclusive drop. Other than releasing it online, I just wanna see how it works here. Bring it to the community first and see how they respond to it.
The main goal of Soul Folks, like outside of the retail space, is nice and people, that's what people see first, but it's the Incubator program. That is like the big thing, because that's gonna cultivate a future generation of entrepreneurs, of creatives, of designers.
We have a design lab in the back. We have tools to, cut and sew. And if we don't have things, there's some places around in the area, in the neighborhood, who has things. So our goal would be for the students to have their own business, their own product, and then ultimately it will be sold here in Soul Folks.
I'm one of the mentors, one of the lead mentors in the lab. I see the lab being a model for other, cities that have the same kind of vibe that Soul Folks has.
For me, one of the most important facets of Soul Folks is the organic food giveaway we have every Wednesday.
You can come get free groceries, $12.30, no income requirements or anything.
It's just been a really great experience here in Leimert Park with the community.
Soul Folks plans to officially launch its 10-week fashion incubator program this summer. To get the latest on upcoming events and programs, visit soulfolks.com.